Welcome to another Monday mini episode of Pure Hustle Podcast. I'm Mike.
And this is Orlando. And this is one that I don't know if everybody's going to be a fan of it, but you understand, like when you sell on a platform, you have to do what that platform wants you to do.
Yeah,
what they like.
You are playing in their sandbox. And so you want to play by their rules and you want to be doing the things that's going to optimize your sales. I notice it's pretty funny. Like when people get really into like a video game or something like that, they're willing to look up forums and go on to Reddit and figure out what's the best way to mine this resource or to do this whatever on Farmville or whatever the thing is. Like people get so into making sure, like, and people know they've done all the statistics of if you do this on this way, you're going to yield more, and the amount of energy people put. But then when you get to a platform like eBay, a lot of times people kind of, I'll just do whatever I want. And it's like, no. Like these systems are built in a way where certain things are going to optimize your store and allow you to be better off to make money on their platform. And so knowing these things are going to help us. So today we're going to be talking about these. What do we got?
Okay. First one is sales conversion. This has been, I don't know. I think this is just like the common theme in the reselling community right now, but it's so true with eBay. eBay likes sales. eBay likes to have people selling their goods. They don't want, placeholders for listings. They don't want people waiting to get every single dollar. They want, as soon as an offer is given, take that offer. They want you to run sales. They want you to send coupons. They want you to do whatever you can to get people to buy your items. And so if that's the case and you want to sell more and you want to make more money, then you got to get the sales through. You can't say, hey, I'm going to wait for that extra $5. You can't say, you know what, I'm not going to run sales because, I think my stuff is worth this much. In the end, eBay wants you to make those sales. So you got to make it happen. Whichever way you make it happen, whether it be accepting all the offers that come through, whether it be running sales, whether it be coupons, whether it be pricing competitively, it's part of the game now. You got to do what eBay likes.
That's right. And it makes sense to me because eBay is going to want to make their money. And so if you had a store of 100 items, but you're waiting for top dollar on all of them and you only sell one item a year, they're going to be way less happy than if you've got 100 items and you only make half the profit you could on all of them throughout the year, but you sell them all, right? Yeah. Because they want to get their cut. They'd rather get their cut of something than no cut of anything, right? Even if that anything is higher. So you got to make sure that you're converting sales. And one of the ways that you can do that, again, thinking about eBay, like what is eBay's incentives? Like what are their motives? Why do they do what they're doing? Well, it's to make money. And one of the ways they make money is through promoted listings. Now, we can talk about the marketing aspect of, hey, if you've got a product, it's worthwhile to spend money into marketing of that product because you've got to get out there. And promoted listings, in a sense, is almost like a fake version of that. Like in some ways, you are marketing your product to an extent, but what you're really doing is you're the premium member, right? Like going back to that idea of like a phone game, a lot of them are free to play, but really like you're going to have to drop the 99 cents to get the gems so that you can get that thing that you really need in order to play and have fun. And I kind of feel like that's where eBay is with promoted listings is sure. If you're the kind of seller who has the hottest items at the best prices and you're just flying through them and you're making eBay a ton of money, sure, they don't care. But if you just are competing with a ton of other people, you better believe you're going to have to pay a little bit if you want your items to be up there and selling.
Agreed. So at least 2% promoted listings keeps eBay happy. Now, free shipping. A lot of people don't like hearing this. I personally don't do free shipping on anything above first class, but this is what eBay likes, right? And so this is why I do free shipping on all my first class items. And again, especially when you're listing, that little thing on the side says, 50% of sellers do free shipping or 100%. Like you need to pay attention to those numbers. eBay has those numbers because eBay likes free shipping. All the data shows that things convert faster if they're free shipping. So whether you like it or not, there has to be some part of your inventory that is free shipping. And that's all I got to say about that.
Yeah, that's good. And that kind of leads into the next one, which is free returns. And I hate this because like you said, I don't, just like the same way you don't do free shipping for everything, I don't do free returns at all. I just do returns. Now, eBay's kind of got tiers. They want returns. they really want free returns. So if you really want to be optimized on their end, you need to be offering free returns. Now that may or may not work for your model. That may or may not work for you as an individual seller. So take it for what it's worth. eBay prefers that, but it might destroy your business, right? So you might be better off just doing returns. Maybe no returns, but I would say you got to at least be doing returns. And
I think no returns is not an option.
Yeah, and
not an option at all.
Yeah, it's probably not. But again, like I said, if you're in the right niche, if you're in the right market, maybe you can work doing that. But yeah, you've got to at least have returns and ideally free returns in order for eBay to be optimizing your listings and getting your items to that first page right at the top.
And the reason I'm big on free returns is it is the most optimal way to get seller protections. You feel protected if you don't offer returns, like, oh, nobody can return it to me. But that's a false sense of security, right? That's like, your house, like, you have all this stuff all set up, but in the end, right, it's more for you to feel good because somebody can still break in. People can, unless you're completely locked up, people can still figure things out. And eBay has their money back guarantee. And so the only way to really protect yourself is to not only offer returns, but free returns. And that's why when you're a top rated seller, you can do that 50% off a return, or you can even report the buyer, and eBay will actually either close the case against the buyer and not refund them, or refund them and refund you, and everybody wins. And so free returns, eBay likes it. eBay has been very clear about, if you do this, we're going to protect you. And I would say they have been very good about coming through on their word about, if you do free returns, we'll make sure that we protect your feedback. We'll make sure that we protect against you from defects. And we're also going to make sure that you're not losing money. And this last one, it's all about the customer. Just remember that. That's eBay, that's Amazon, that's anybody. And so you might feel you're in the right about something. You may feel that somebody is trying to scam you. In the end, you need to do everything you can to keep that customer happy.
And ultimately, that comes down to the fact that it's not an altruistic reason they want to keep their customer happy. It is their reputation. So when you're thinking about happy customer, you're really, in a sense, as a seller on eBay, you're kind of representing eBay's reputation to the public. And so if you're giving a buyer a bad taste of what eBay is like, eBay is not going to be very happy with how you're doing business. You're not going to get those protections. They're not going to remove feedback. They're probably eventually going to start slowing your store down, and there's going to be other things that are going to impact you. So you really want to be at a place where you're giving the best customer service possible. One, because it's just going to help you in a lot of other ways as a business owner, potential return buyers, various things like that. But on top of that, eBay wants to see you've done your due diligence, so that way you're not tarnishing the reputation. eBay does not want to be known as the place with a bunch of crazy sellers who are going to rip you, and you're never going to be able to get your money back, and eBay doesn't help you. So
100%. Yeah. eBay, again, customer is, I hate saying this, always right. So make sure to do what eBay likes. Convert those sales, promote those listings, do that free shipping, free returns, keep those customers happy. With that being said, make sure to be real,
be relevant,
and be reselling late.
Peace.